Hello, Assalamualaikum viewers. My name is Yatanaki Halpara. I am level 1 student at Sri Summer campus. Today we are starting our interview and we have special guest. Hi, sorry. Yeah. Today we are starting ChatGTP and my special guest is ChatGTP. Flows are behind. Where is ChatGTP? Hello, how are you? You doing great? Okay, I record the video 25 many question for you. My topic is why stealing is wrong on social media. Okay.
That sounds like really. If you need any help brainstorming questions or structuring the discussion, just let me know. I'm happy to help out.
Okay. So my first question is what makes stealing moral wrong?
That's a great starting question. You could explore things like how stealing builds trust, harms others, and social harmony. You can also touch on the ethical principles behind fairness and respect for others' property. Let me know if you want more angles.
Okay. My next question is does instant matter when something steal?
Absolutely, that's a really thought-provoking question. It's like whether it's out of necessity or opportunity can influence how we perceive the morality of stealing. Also, the intent behind the act and the consequences can definitely affect how it's judged.
Okay. My next question is stealing our justifiable?
That's a really compelling question as well. You could dive into scenarios where stealing may be seen as justified, like basic needs or in situations of extreme injustice, and then you can explore the ethical debates around whether he justified the means. It's definitely a nuanced topic.
Okay, nice. And my next question is how does stealing affect a person chapter?
That's a really interesting angle. You could look at how stealing can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, or anxiety, and how it can person's sense of integrity and respect. On the other hand, sometimes to impact relationships with others. Lots of layers to explore.
Okay, nice. And my next question is how what value do you value when you steal?
That's a great question as well. You could consider values like honesty, integrity, empathy, and respect for others. You can delve into how these values shape our wrong and how they influence our judgments about stealing. It definitely up a lot of thoughtful discussion.
Okay, nice. My next question: how does stealing affect? How does stealing break through in society?
That's a really insightful question. Explore how stealing undermines trust between individuals and communities and how it can create an environment of suspicion and insecurity. Over time, this breakdown and can erode relationships and even harm the overall sense of community. It's definitely a topic to unpack.
Okay, my next question is How does stealing communication relationship?
That's a really important angle as well. You could discuss how stealing can lead to a loss of trust and respect between people, causing conflicts and even ending relationships. It can create a feel of betrayal and resentment, and sometimes it can take a long time to rebuild that, if at all. It definitely highlights the ripple effects of stealing in personal connections.
The next question is, does stealing make someone a bad person? Person are just their action.
That's a really profound question. You can explore the idea that a single action doesn't necessarily define someone's entire character. Sometimes people make mistakes or act out of desperation, and it's important and that intentions. You can also discuss how people can learn and grow from, so it adds complexity to the idea of moral character.
My next question is, why do some Russian teacher that stealing is sinful? आप लिख डाल रहे हो कौन सा मैम ACCL वाले
That's intriguing. You could explore how the pressures of certain environments, like academic settings, might lead people to make unethical choices. Sometimes it's about the fear of failure or the pressure to meet expectations, and can become a coping mechanism. It's definitely a complex topic that's on ethics, psychology, and human behavior.
Okay, my next question is, why exactly fast stealing in your countries?
It's a really interesting question. You could look at cultural norms, legal systems, and societal values that shape how stealing is perceived and punished. Different countries might have levels of leniency or severity depending on historical context, economic factors, and social attitudes. It's definitely fascinating to compare how different places handle it.
Okay, nice. And my next question is, why do business suffering in their increasing?
That's a really thought-provoking question. You could explore factors like technological advances, the rise of social media, and the increasing pressure for people to present a certain image. You look at societal expectation and the influence of consumer culture. It's definitely a complex, a lot of layers.
Okay, my next question is, why high?
No
Why do
worries. Feel free to
government?
let.
Why government make steal away against thief?
That's a really profound question. You could delve into the moral and ethical frameworks that many religions and philosophies uphold, emphasizing the importance of honesty, respect for others, and the well-being of the community. Often it's about maintaining trust and social harmony, discouraging harm to others. It definitely touches on universal ethical principles.
Okay, nice. And my next question is,
Of course, whenever you're ready with the next question, just let me know, and I'm here to help.
what is the difference between the thief and robberies?
Great question. So the main difference is really about the level of force in the context. Theft typically refers to taking someone's property with permission, but without using intimidation. On the hand, robbery involves taking property through force, intimidation, or threat of violence. So robbery is generally considered more because of the element involved.
Okay, my next question is, why do stealing affect public safety?
That's a really important question. Get how stealing can create a sense of insecurity and fear within a community, potentially leading to a breakdown in trust. It can also increase the need for security measures and law enforcement, and in turn, that can impact public resources and overall community well-being. It definitely highlights the broader ripple effects of on public safety.
Okay, it's very good and very nice. But my next question is, why do people steal ever when they know is wrong?
That's a fascinating question. You can explore reasons like desperation, opportunity, or even psychological factors like impulse control. Sometimes it's about immediate needs like hunger or financial strain, and other times it might be societal pressures or even peer behavior. It's definitely a complex mix of factors.
Okay, nice. And my next question is, what emotion follow affect biased?
That's no worries. I'm here to help whenever you need. Just let me know and I'll be happy to assist.
My next question is, uh, what emotion follow?
Absolutely.
What
Whenever
emotion follow after someone's tale? Give me.
got it. Typically, after someone steals, they might experience emotion like guilt, shame, anxiety, or regret. Sometimes there can also be a sense of relief if the theft was out of desperation. It really depends on the individual and the circumstances, but those are some common emotional responses.
Okay, nice. And my next question is, why do guilt impact some time after left?
That's a great question. Often, feedback after theft can come from various sources like peers, authorities, or even the individual's own reflection. It can help them understand the consequences of their action, learn from their mistakes, and potentially guide them toward better behavior in the future. It definitely plays a role in personal growth and accountability.
Okay, nice. And my next question is, how does stealing haram?
Of course, whenever you're ready
Haram.
with your next
Please keep
question, just let
quiet
me know, and I'm here.
and please keep quiet and listen. How does stealing haram someone future?
How does stealing make something forbidden or unlawful?
Okay, my next question is, what is the hacking confirm stealing?
Got it. I'm here whenever you need. So just let me know if any other questions or needs anything at all.
Okay, my next question is, how does stealing fast food affect digital safety?
That's an intriguing question. You could explore how healing can impact someone's spiritual well-being and moral integrity, and how it might create a sense of guilt or spiritual imbalance. In Buddhist traditions, stealing is seen as a violation of ethical principles, which can affect one's relationship with the community. It definitely adds a deeper layer to the topic.
My next question is, why should we protect our date?
That's a great question. You could talk about how Protecta helps preserve our privacy, safeguard against identity theft, and maintain personal security. It also helps build trust in digital interactions and protect sensitive information from malicious use. It's definitely an important aspect of modern life.
Okay, my next question is, create cough in increasing.
That's definitely an interesting topic. You could explore factors like technological advancements, the rise of online platforms, and changing consumer behaviors that contribute to the increase in trade. You can also look at globalization and interconnected markets today.
And
There's a lot to unpack.
okay, my next question, how does stealing someone's social media account haram them?
That's a thoughtful question. You look at how stealing someone's social media account violates their privacy, trust, and can lead to potential harm like identity theft, reputational damage. In many legal systems, it's considered unethical and forbidden as it infringes on someone else's rights. It definitely adds a layer of moral and ethical considerations.
Okay, my next question. Okay, next question is,
No
how
worries at all.
does
Whenever you have another question or any,
how companies spend millions on security?
all that's an interesting question. You could explore how companies might acquire data through user agreements, partnerships, so even through data breaches. It can also involve collecting information from online social media or other decisions. It definitely brings up important decisions around privacy and data protection.
Okay, my next question is how much money in the lose each year do you left?
That's a great question. You could the amount of money involved in a particular scenario can influence the severity of the consequences or how it can impact the decision making process. It can also be consider how different amounts of money affect ethical perspectives and outcomes. Let me know if you want to dive deeper into any specific angle.
Okay, my next question is what economic challenge come from real pricing?
It's a really insightful question. You can explore how real prices or the actual cost of goods can influence economic challenges like inflation per hour and cost of living. It also affects supply and demand dynamics as well as the overall economic stability of a region. It's definitely a complex and fascinating topic. Absolutely. Whenever you have more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to dive in, just let me know. I'm always here to help.
Okay, and my next question is what is important to talk about on social media?
That's a great, absolutely. Anytime you're ready to dive into that topic or if you have any other questions, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Okay, my next question is what is important to talk about trading life on social media?
That's
Yes.
a really important topic. You could just absolutely you could discuss things like the ethical implications, the impact public perception, importance of transparency and the potential consequences for individuals and communities. It's definitely a rich area to explore and it can help foster more responsible and mindful social media usage.
Okay, my next question is what is about how can viral content help recruit?
Of course, whenever you're ready, just let me know and we can type whatever you need.
My next question is can social media preempt cyber left?
That's a really intriguing question. You explore how social media can influence the spread of shape public opinion and create echo chambers, which can sometimes amp certain perspectives over others. It's definitely a complex interplay between technology, society, and human behavior.
Okay, my next question is what? How does public well record crimes?
That's a great question. You could look into how public perception, the overall accessibility of information. It's definitely a fascinating area to explore.
The next question is what should you do if you see something stealing?
That's an important question. You could talk about the importance of reporting it to the authorities, ensuring that the situation is handled responsibly, and also considering ethical implications. It's also helpful to provide support to them and promote awareness to prevent future incidents. It's definitely a topic that covers the importance of integrity and responsibility.
Okay, my next question. What should congregation rebuild trust after theft?
That's a really thoughtful question. You could talk about the importance of transparency, responsibility, and showing genuine remorse. Building trust often involves open communication, taking steps to prevent future incidents. It's all about rebuilding a foundation of trust and integrity.
Okay, it's very awesome. And my last question, my very important question is what is the final message to the world about your staying in Rome?
That's a fantastic question to wrap it up. You could consider how final message emphasizes the importance of ethics and the broader impact of arts on society. It could also highlight the importance of accountability and the role of community and fostering trust. Ultimately, it's about promoting positive behavior, understanding the deeper moral lesson behind the concept of stealing.
Okay, thank you so much. And my video is ending. Okay.
You're very welcome. It was great chatting with you, and feel free to have a wonderful time with your video and take care.
Okay, thank you so much. So that was our charity for today. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will meet again and the next charity video. You know them. Take care. Goodbye.